Hello there, my Leo Collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Leos. I love your energy, but my oh my. There's so much, there can be so much drama to this. Take what's yours and leave what's not, Leos. Some of you, this is Leo season. We do have a lot going on, interesting astrologically, right? So take what's yours, leave what's not. That feels like X-ray energy. So some of you could be working through some wounds. Some of you could be working through some issues. So this could be that kind of deep dive energy into yourself. So if you're doing anything, especially when it comes to healing, it takes however long it takes. So some things you're not going to be able to rush. So don't try to. That way you kind of don't, I feel like you don't defeat your own self here. So this could be some mirroring energy when it comes to you. Some of you could be making sense of things. So moving forward, it could be kind of tricky with you. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. There could be some astrology on this that you're not even mindful of. So it makes it an interesting sort of journey with you. It definitely feels like a journey of a discovery, a journey of recovery. So it takes however long it takes, and there's not much you can do with that. So that could be what keeps some of you Leos stuck. The energy is it's either way too dominant or way too fucking passive. So you always end up not really accomplishing anything. You're either overdoing it or you're half-assing it, that it just doesn't work. Definitely allow the healing to take place, because some things just take however long they take. So if you're trying to put a time frame on something, or you're trying to, some of you could be wondering why it's taking you so long to move forward, or why it's taking you so long to make decisions. But you need to trust the fuck out of something here. This definitely feels like X-ray energy. So this is like really going deep and really focusing on what's important. And it is what it is. So you could be feeling a little stuck, stagnant, stubborn when it comes to how things are moving, or how you feel like you should be, and where you should be, and how you should be, but you're nowhere there. So you're just stuck there with the Ten of Swords. Some of you, this is like the way it needs to be on something. So, damn, Leos. This could just be astrologically with you. A lot of this could just be that sort of inner struggle that you have going on. Definitely the other placements in your chart could make a difference when it comes to you. Those of you with regard to how things are. So this is more of a reality check when it comes to the decisions that you're making. And it kind of is what it is. It's almost like the itch you can't scratch. Damn, Leos. There you go, getting all complex. Above that, yeah, the itch you can't scratch. But some of you, there's the healing energy there. This could be growing pains for some of you as well, so you're not understanding that. There's the Ten of Wands. Look at that. You got wands down here, and then you got the swords up there. So take care of yourself. There's the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. This is going to be a rather intense time for you, Leos. Leos are collective energy, because some of you, this could just be the sort of energy that's around Leos, because you do have Lionsgate. There's so much astrologically going on, and you're just kind of stuck. Some of you don't like that feeling of being stuck, but some of you need to take the time that you need on something. So if there's a pause, there's a need to sit your ass down with something. Some of y'all sit your ass down with something, because it's not going to work if you try to manipulate it. It's like a proverbial itch that you can't scratch. So this is something you need to definitely pay attention to, so that way you don't kind of muck up the energy. Basis is the Seven of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups. There to the Emperor energy. Ooh, that Aries energy with you. This is that energy of wanting to rev your engine, but not going anywhere. This is that energy of wanting to move, but you can't. There's something you're trying to, whether this is your energy, Leo, or relationships or partnerships around you. I mean, you got the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles there with the fucking Ten of Wands. You got all three tens out pretty early in the read. So there's something that you need to definitely sit your ass down and consider on something so you don't get taken advantage of. The Queen of Pentacles there, that Page of Cups, and there's the Seven of Cups. This is like every sensibility you have is telling you no. This is everything is telling you no, but you're still like ready to go and you're not paying attention to something. This could be an inner struggle when it comes to you too. So I don't know how much of this is secondary vibes, Leos, because your energy is showing up. That's sort of the dominant and the submissive, and it's kind of like a tug of war, a back and forth energy. So you're not sure what to do. You're not quite sure, but you feel like you should be doing something. But in essence, no, you're not. So this is going to come down to you paying attention. This is going to come down to you listening. This is going to come down to you kind of reconciling within yourself. You're your own worst critic. So some of you, cut yourself some fucking slack. Don't stay stuck or stagnant in regard to that. Some of you with a relationship or partnership, that's maybe what is interesting you right now, or keeping you or making you feel stuck or stagnant. I also feel like you know what's best for you, and then some of you decide you're going to go do your own thing. So if you got like words of wisdom or words of guidance, I don't feel like you're paying attention to that. You need to be more in delicate cycle when it comes to you, when it comes to sort of moving through this type of situation, instead of just damn, don't try to do too much. There's a reason. Good retrograde vibes on this though. But damn, you're not quite sure. You need to allow the time it takes to heal, to work through, and then focus on what's important. This is definitely more, some of y'all, your own internal struggle. That last reading you guys had, where it was like you both are toxic for each other. So you need to be mindful of the choices that you're making. And take what's yours and leave what's not, Leos. Because some of this, it could be as much as an inner struggle with you as anything else. This is almost like resistance band energy. So you're wanting to go, but you keep kind of staying stuck. So if this is in regard to a relationship or partnership, some of you making smarter choices with that. Damn, Leos. I feel like you just need to sit the fuck down and just do this focus on you. You're stuck or stagnant for a reason. On you don't like it. But it's there for a reason. If you're dealing with relationships or partnerships, now you got the Empress down here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, I feel like this is just that internal struggle with you. You need to find the fucking balance within yourself. A healthy yin-yang. So This is also that energy of a bull in a china shop. Look at that. The sun. There's the Ace of Swords over the Eight of Swords. There's the Ace of Cups over this Ten of Wands. There's the Chariot energy. All to the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like you're raring to go. You're wanting to move, but you're not going anywhere. So this is probably going to be a rather strong retrograde for you. And you're not really going to like it. You're not going to like it. There's movement forward that you want, but you need to focus more on you. This feels like that scene in Forrest Gump where, you know, he has those things on his legs and then he starts running and the braces fall apart. It feels like that, but it's not time for you to... there's still some sort of crutch energy that you need. There's still some healing you need to do. There's still something that you need to make sense of first. This is good energy if you're calling in like a good relationship or partnership. So this way, you're able to encompass, embody the masculine and the feminine. Emperor energy. Emperor and Empress right here. Your last reading had the, what, King and Queen of Cups and the King and Queen of Pentacles. There's a duality here. Some of you may think it's with regard to a relationship or partnership, but I feel this is far more deeper. This is taking a good look at yourself. And you can't rush whatever this is that you're going through. Some of you might not like that. And that's what makes the difference. Better choices, better options that lead to better opportunities, better outcomes. So if you're dealing with relationships or partnerships, some of you, something isn't working because it's not time to. Some of you feel like you're stuck behind someone that's slow and you're wanting to pass, but you can't. So there's definitely stagnation when it comes to you, and you're not fucking seeing something. So those of you Leos that are impatient, you need to just slow the fuck down. Because I feel like the blessings come when you do learn to take your time with something, when you do allow like breathing room, when you allow yourself to find a comfortable pace and maintain it. I feel like this is an inner struggle with you. So if you're wanting to move forward in relationships or partnerships, I feel like you need to be comfortable on your own. There is that mixture of masculine and feminine when it comes to you. And that energy of healing. So there's a complexity to this, Leos. So definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Those of you that put astrology on different things. And that's going to be different for all of you with regard to your placements and your charts. But this is... Ooh, you're not going to like this. But some of you, you're almost like beating your own self up by thinking that you need to... There's something or something... Someone that you feel needs to be in this energy with you, and it's just not working. So how many times, Leo, have you been stuck behind someone who's just a little slow? So the pace isn't the pace that you want. So you probably don't like queuing. You probably don't like anything where you just can't like go. You're raring to go. You want to go, but at the same time, it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening. But that's there for a reason. This puts you in a good vibe to create or call in better relationships or partnerships. So those of you wanting to go into a relationship and you keep getting met with these obstacles, yeah, there's a reason for that. You're definitely your worst critic. You're definitely way too hard on yourself. And you keep trying to prove something, I feel like more to yourself than anything else. But you continually, there's something that you're not working on, there's something that you're not focusing on, and that's what's always going to keep you stuck or stagnant. There's a balance that needs to come in with you, that yin-yang. So some of you could be figuring out what the hell that means. Because it's like, it's either overly dominant or way too passive. So most of your relationships or partnerships probably end up being in that vibe. Because you're not able to have that give or take when it comes to, it is the masculine and feminine, which is, it isn't all that dramatic. It's just you're able to embody what you need to make smarter choices. That way you're more flexible when it comes to the relationships or partnerships with you. Lord have mercy. The High Priestess, the Fool, there with the Aquarius star. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Leos, you probably get agitated if you have to wait for the fucking microwave on something. So, some of you need to learn some patience. This brings about better opportunities. I feel like you gain some sort of like karmic interest when you take the time to focus on yourself. So, damn Leos, look at you go. Some of you, if you're wanting to go into a relationship or partnership and you keep getting met with obstacles, that's probably the sign that that isn't yours. But you're just all gung-ho to be doing something. And yeah, that shit just ain't working. This, you could be calling in the right relationship or partnership. But some of you, if you kind of just like a bull in a china shop, you're just going to muck up the fucking energy because I don't feel like there's a softer side of you. I don't feel like there's a gentler side of you. So you're coming in way too much, and it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. You got to have something going on astrologically, which is kind of keeping this, keeping you sort of, it's almost like stuck. So there could be some sort of transiting or something going on in your chart that is bringing about this interesting stagnation. You go around in circles a lot. Because this is definitely the energy of like a racetrack. But you don't get nowhere because you're just kind of going around in circles. But the thing is, there's no, you're like chasing your own tail here. You're like defeating your own purpose because you just keep cycling back into the same thing. This feels like the pit stop and you're stuck. You're ready to go, but yeah, things aren't ready. It's not that vibe. I definitely feel like you need to understand that. So there's some sort of stagnation when it comes to you that's there for a reason, and it's gonna teach you patience. But for a lot of you, it brings about better outcomes. Those of you that in shit relationships or partnerships. So you can meet the right person, and the sort of energy that you bring to a relationship or partnership is not going to be something that is going to work. So there's something you need to learn. So everyone wants to find the perfect relationship or partnership. Everyone's ready to get out there, but damn. How many good working relationships or partnerships do you have? Why am I getting like NASCAR vibes on this? You're like going around in circles, right? Some of y'all, you're there in the sort of, the pit crew is kind of guiding you and telling you what the fuck you need to do. So you're not listening to something, you're not paying attention to something, and you need to. So take care of yourself here, Leos. Because some of you, the downtime, some of you, this sort of stuck, stagnant energy, you're just gonna burn yourself out before you even get started on something. Because you're just, there's way too much. You're raring to go, but it's not time. It's not time. And you got the Emperor, you got the Empress. I see relationships or partnerships, but I feel like you need to find that balance within yourself before you can get that sort of working relationship or partnership going. Good retrograde vibes. So don't internalize it, because there's just, this is about the patience, taking your time, learning, growing. There's healing to do, so it takes however long it takes on something. But you need to allow that and understand that with the Wheel of Fortune energy, that's divine timing. So that takes however long it fucking takes. There is no shortcutting this energy either, Leos. So some of you don't like that. So if you're an impatient Leo, yeah, this is going to test your patience. Anything else for Leos on this? Definitely watch your favorite astrologer, whatever you're sort of being guided to pay attention to. Nothing's going to work until you do the work. So even if you think you're ready to go, a lot of you, it's like you're going to stall out and you're not going to have any sort of energy to move forward. You're going to don't try too much too soon. You'll just get more frustrated. You'll get far more frustrated than what you need to be. Especially if you're dealing with relationships or partnerships. I think some of you are dealing with someone who it isn't going to work with, but you're not seeing it. So there's a reality of something you need to pay attention to. This definitely puts you in a good vibe to find a good relationship or partnership. It's going to have a nice, comfortable pace to it. So nothing's going to be all that fast or dramatic, and really no competitive vibe to it. Queen of Swords, the Hangman energy there with the Four Cups. Some of you are dealing with a relationship or partnership where you're being manipulated, but you're just not quite seeing it. You're just not quite seeing it yet. Especially those of you with very toxic relationships or partnerships. So cut yourself some slack. You need to look at something from a different perspective and take the time that you need. Some of you, there's probably a karmic relationship or partnership that you're being minded of, or Spirit is like saying, what the fuck are you doing? Some of y'all, this is your pit crew is even saying, what the fuck are you doing? Friends and family are like, what the fuck are you doing? And you're just kind of doing the same thing that you normally do. So there could be a relationship or partnership that is no good for you. You're getting met with every obstacle. You're getting met with every thing that says no, and you're just not paying attention to it. Good retrograde vibes. Don't be so hard on yourself. Some of y'all need to take the time that you need. If you're raring to go into something, but you're kind of not paying attention to what you need to, some of y'all, now is not the time. So, learning patience. Some of you, you're having that sort of stalled effect when it comes to relationships or partnerships. And that's what you're not understanding. So you could be over romanticizing a connection or thinking that one connection is like what you need. It is like the China in the bull shop. But who's the fucking matador? So if you're dealing with a secondary person, a secondary sort of person when it comes to you, yeah, you're like a bull in a china shop. But who's the fucking matador? Some of you, it's not time yet. So you need to trust something. This is patience. This is taking the time. I feel like there's work you need to do, but some of you aren't doing it. There's no shortcut on this either. Seven of Wands. There's the Aquarius. 7-star energy, and there's the 7 of Pentacles. So, Leos, Leos, Leos. Leos, Leos, Leos. Leos or collective. So, you're your own worst critic. You're the one that needs to be paying attention to something, and you're not. Some of you, there's a relationship or partnership that is no good for you, but you keep trying to make it work. Even though every time you do, you get met with stagnation. So, this is going to be deep. This is going to be interesting. Some of you, this could feel... The intensity of this is the fact that you can't really do anything. You're just stuck stagnant. So those of you that are impatient, some of you, there's a relationship or partnership that's shit. Whether you see that or not, it's going to be a whole nother thing. There's something you're definitely not paying attention to. So you're probably not paying attention to the red flags. You're probably not seeing something. You're like a China in a bull shop. Who's the bull and who's the fucking matador? Watch your favorite astrologer. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Like, share, subscribe, Leos. You gotta focus on you before you can focus on a relationship or partnership. Who's the bull and who's the matador? And y'all, you're in a china shop, so, you know, it's as chaotic as you fucking want it to be. Or it could be as boring as it should be. Peace, love, and light.